Hey guys, welcome back to Stags in the Wild. This is going to be an awesome little montage of hunts that we've had over the years with myself and the boys, and we've got some really cool hunts scattered in through here with a lot of educational instruction of mistakes we've made along the way of hunting out of a blind. You know, there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. We've done them all. So let us help shorten your learning curve and enjoy some awesome hunts along the way as we show you how to bow hunt turkeys from a blind. Okay guys, let's go over some of the basics about hunting turkeys out of a blind. Some of this, if you guys, now there's going to be some incredible footage coming up of turkeys coming up. So if you know everything about this, skip past it. If you need the basics, stay with us because I had to learn along the way. I'm going to try to shorten your learning curve. If you're going to hunt out of a blind, you need black. You'll see people hunt with camo out of a blind. If they've got a lot of contrast in their camo, it's a whole different video, but they should have blacks, whites, they should have a lot of things to break up the human outline, right? That's what camo should do. Those whites and stuff will give you away in there. You need all black. That's what allows you to get away with murder. Get yourself a pair of really nice black gloves, a black baklava, and then when you set up, we're going to show you this here in just a second. When you set up, don't set up real close. When you set up there, the turkeys come in sideways or something like that. They don't always come in approaching the blind directly 180 degrees in front of you. Sometimes they'll come in 90 degrees off to the side. And if they see movement here, that's what's going to allow them to pick you off and give you away. So set your chair in the very far back. If you've got a way to put your bow holder on there like this is from a company, I don't think it's even in existence anymore, Bow Sticks. If you can find them and they still sell their product, link it, make a comment, let us know. But I don't think they sell it anymore, but it's a phenomenal product. But let's show you what it looks like if you're properly set up in a blind before we show you some turkey hunting action. So guys, Gabriel of Stags in the Wild, one of my crew here, has the camera positioned 1 foot in front of the blind. That's how close we had to get for you to be able to see me in here. He's going to pick up the camera and walk back, and I'm going to draw once he gets about 6 foot away. And that'll let you know what a turkey sees. Again, you can see black gloves, black face mask, black hat, black top. A lot of times, guys, I wear shorts in here. When it gets, especially after a week or two after the season starts, you can wear flip-flops, Crocs. You know, a lot of times I'll go barefoot. I'll kick off my boots and socks and lay them off to the side, allow my feet to cool. But you can get away with murder when you're in black. So Gabe, start walking backwards, and let's show you. Gabe is about 3 foot right now. He's about 5 foot. He's actually about where my decoy would be right now. So I'm going to pick up my bow. I don't know if you can see me at all. I'm going to pick up my bow and draw. That is the view a turkey would have at about 5.5, 6 foot. So guys, notice also I've put my stool, my blind chair, way back here in the back. A lot of guys you see, they're so scared of hitting the blind, they want to get right up here, and then you can see the bow. When they pick up their bow, you can see everything up here. The way to do it, guys, set yourself way back in here. When you pick up your bow and draw, not only do you have more room for your arrow out here, but you're way back here blending in with this black. That's what allows you to get away with murder when a turkey has some of the best eyes in the woods, is 5 or 6 foot away in front of you.
Big beard. Oh, he's got a pretty fan. Okay, he's skirting out a little bit, but he's still coming.
Well, even watching that 5 or 6 years later, the emotions still run pretty high. Unfortunately, we were not able to recover Matthew's turkey, and I put that in here because I said at the outset this is going to be instructional and this is going to be educational. Let me show you another turkey hunt that I have here out of a blind. This was actually a more of a permanent blind. You can see that we've got kind of a big gobbler coming into our spread here, and he's really super wary, even though he's coming in with a couple hens here. But I want to juxtapose Matthew's hunt where it looked like he put a good shot on that bird. We learned a lot from that hunt, a really lot. And if you're an outdoorsman, if you're a hunter especially, you're going to have events that are seminal events in your life that you really learn from, and that was one of them. So let's go ahead and watch this next hunt play out here, and then we'll come back and kind of contrast and compare and contrast shot placement a little bit and what we've learned from it over the years. Again, that hunt happened 5 or 6 years ago, so let's watch this out, and you'll see a little difference here on where my shots hit and where Matthew's shots hit. So let's take a look here at the vitals of a turkey and how they're positioned when there's one standing in front of you. You can see there's not a whole lot to aim at. You've got the red little heart there, the pink lungs. They're pretty much right in line with the legs there. If you can look real close, here is where Matthew shot his. You can see that's nothing but breast meat. So what do you do when you have that small a target? Well, there's an old saying in the bow hunting world, aim small, miss small. In other words, practice, practice, practice. Now, one other option you've got available to you is a technique that we've become quite fond of over the last year or two, and that's going for the head. If you look at it right here, that's about the same size target as the heart and lungs. The difference is it's not covered up with feathers and you're having to guess where it is, like Matthew had to on his turkey that he shot in the breast. So, boy, it's so much easier when you know where your target is and you put a big old guillotine-style broadhead right there on target. Well, let's just take a look at last year in Kansas where I did that exact thing. Well, we talked about practicing. If you're going to shoot a big guillotine style head like that, you certainly want to practice it. Make sure it clears your riser, clears your rest, your everything else. Here you can see we strung up a rope between two trees, hung a big blanket there, put a turkey target on it, and Matthew nails it at about 8 yards. So he's definitely going to be good to go for this year, and can't wait to see him lop a head off of a big old gobbler. Okay, we're back in Kansas. The boys have tagged out. It was a couple weeks ago. And I came back here yesterday, and I still have two tags burning a hole in my pocket. So we're back. We've been here since 5:30 this morning. Birds all around us this morning. They went the other way, but I finally have one goblin back, and he sounds like he might be coming. So stick with us, and we'll see what happens. Well, that didn't go as planned. Oh, gosh. I thought I had the broadhead clear of the blind. I did not. I just ripped a big old hole in a brand new $400 Primos double bill blind, and I did not get the turkey. So, over an hour of him sitting there at 3 yards. An hour. That sucks. So, anyway, hopefully we can get it done later, but not anymore on that bird. I could not get him to come in. I mean, he came in, he was, gosh, he's 6 feet from the decoy, but he came in from behind the blind. Crap. Oh well, it was a great experience. Hope you guys got some great footage out of that. So after action report, what did I do wrong there? Well, a couple things obviously right off the bat. One is I didn't take into account my difference between my line of sight, where the sight, and the rest, where the arrow is actually coming off the shelf of the arrow rest there. There's about 4 inches of difference there between your line of sight and the actual firing of the arrow there. I also tried to, instead of shooting in front of the blind, I was trying to squeeze it through that back 2 inches, maybe, I don't know, I might have had 4 or 5 inches of space, but I was trying to squeeze about a 4-inch cut broadhead through that space. I mean, that was almost impossible. I should have known better. And then something else that I've learned over the years too, I had a hen decoy out in front of me. That gobbler came out and he sat 6 foot in front of that decoy. He happened to be beside me. I mean, I could have almost reached out and grabbed him and strangled him if I'd wanted to. But look at this right here. I've got a single Jake out, and watch this gobbler come out. And again, this is a spy point camera, which is kind of a knockoff of a GoPro. That decoy is only about 5 feet out in front of me right there as that gobbler comes in and works this set right here. So you know, that's something that in retrospect I will never not have a Jake out to bring that bird on so that he wants to come in and attack that decoy. That's a huge one, because if they can sit, if they see a hen, at some point they're just going to, you know, they may come in, they may not. But I've had a lot better luck with a Jake than a hen as far as getting them to come in and position themselves for a shot in front of my blind. That's just something that I've learned over the years. You know, we haven't been at this a long super time. We started turkey hunting about 6 or 7 years ago, but we've got over 40 turkeys to our names so far. So we're figuring it out as we go. Hopefully some of these tips will help you guys. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We'd be glad to come back and answer what we can. Hope you guys have a great day and a great turkey season.